Oh my goodness, I'm so glad whoever requested this cake did, because it is going to be the bomb. Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks. Today we're making a gooey butter cake. Somebody requested it and boy am I glad you did. This thing looks like a cloud of heaven to me.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy. Chris forgot to turn the mic on when we videoed this, so I am going to do a voiceover with a little music just to make it a little more interesting. This cake is amazing. It starts out with 2 eggs, and the first set of ingredients, it goes into the pan with 2 layers. So we're going to take 2 eggs, a stick of butter at room temperature, and it always clings to the package when I get it out at room temperature. So we are getting a spatula out and not wasting any of it and putting in our bowl. Alright, it just starts out with 3 ingredients. This is a pound cake mix. It is a Betty Crocker pound cake mix, and we're going to get it into the bowl and we're going to mix these 3 ingredients together really well. It's going to be pretty sticky, so keep it on low when you start out so that you don't waste any of your pound cake being splattered out of the bowl. You do have to maneuver up on the sides of the bowl a little bit, and it takes a few minutes to get this blended because it is so thick. This is not a cake you would want to mix up by hand because it's real sticky and thick. Okay, we're going to put this in an 8x10 brownie pan. You can also use a 9x9. 8 plus 10 is 18. 9 plus 9 is 18. And then you could spray it. I'm going to spray mine with some baking spray that already has the flour in it. Just spray your pan really well because this cake is going to lift up out of the pan and kind of creep over the sides a little bit because it has a pound cake crust on the edges. It is so good, y'all. Now this mix is so sticky that it takes a lot of scraping to get it off the bottom of the bowl, and you're going to want it all in the pan, so try not to waste it and take your time and just scrape it all off the bowl and get it into your brownie sheet pan. It's so sticky I decided to grab a spatula, press it down in there by the tip of the spatula. You can see my pointer finger and how I hold the spatula. Get it spread into the pan as even as you can on the bottom, and it'll take a minute. You can tell by looking at this, it reminds me of my peanut butter bars a lot as far as the consistency of the batter. And so this is our first layer. We're going to start on our next layer. Alright, it's time to start the top layer. You're also going to use 2 eggs in this. So we're going to crack 2 eggs and get them in the bowl. And this one has yummy cream cheese. So we're going to use an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Okay, just like with the butter, we're going to lay down the packaging and scrape it off and not waste any of this delicious cream cheese. We're going to add just a little bit of vanilla. You could use about a teaspoon. This is pure vanilla. And we're going to mix up this part of the cake. I was going to mix up the cream cheese and the egg really well first with the vanilla, and then we're going to add some powdered sugar. Once it starts to come together a little bit, turn up your mixer. Alright, I'm going to put half this package in here. It is a 2-pound bag of powdered sugar, so we're going to use half of it so that your recipe is going to call for a pound. Make sure if that's all you have, you save a little bit to sprinkle the top of the cake with. Once the cake bakes about 15 minutes, we're going to sprinkle a little bit more powdered sugar on the top. Makes it really pretty. So we're going to get this blended in well, and just take your time on the lowest speed until all the powdered sugar is in that mix, or you're going to splatter powdered sugar everywhere. It's looking good. I think it's mixed well. Just turn the speed to high and get it creamy as you can. Now this layer is a lot easier to scrape out of the bowl. We're going to pour this on top of our bottom layer. Make sure you get all the good stuff out of your bowl. We're going to spread this evenly over the top. It looks really full, and it is, but the way this rises, it's almost like a souffle, so you don't have to worry about it getting in the bottom of your oven or anything like that. So we're going to get this in the oven. So we're going to put this cake in the oven for the first 15 minutes at 300 degrees.
Our timer went off. It's been 15 minutes. So we're going to take this and sprinkle powdered sugar on it. I'm just going to do it right here in the oven.
We're going to slide this back in the oven, and we're going to cook it 45 minutes. So the total cook time is 1 hour. Now take a look at this cake. It looks amazing, and it tastes amazing as well. I cannot wait for my feedback on this recipe.
All right, let's try to get a bite of this cake. See what it's all about. It says you can eat it hot or cold, and either way it's delicious. This is still warm. It's actually pretty hot. Boy, does it look amazing. All right, y'all, we're gonna try this gooey butter cake. The coolest thing about it so far is this nice crunch that it has around the edge. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad whoever requested this cake did, because it is going to be the bomb. That is delicious. This is so much better than the little butter cakes you see at the store. Y'all have got to make this recipe. Everybody will be amazed and so excited. Look how it looks on the side. Yummy. Make sure you get the pound cake cake mix and not a regular one too. I'm telling you, this is amazing. Thanks for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did.